y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm going to do a little get ready with me video featuring whatever look ends up in the thumbnail of this video. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I got a palette in the mail that I had ordered about a week ago today, and the minute I saw that it was in my mailbox, I wasn't gonna wait. I wasn't gonna wait to do like a review or to play with it for a million years before filming because I'm so excited because it is the Meesha Cosmetics Witchcraft palette. Now, I have never seen a color scheme that is more me than this palette, so I'm really excited. This is an indie brand based in the UK. I ordered this about a little over a week ago, and it is here, and I'm excited. So I'm gonna be using this, and I'm also gonna be doing a lot of chatting because this week I have off because it is Holy Week, aka Spring Break Part 2 for seminary students, except most people are actually like helping out with services and stuff like that. I'm only helping out with Monty Thursday this week, so I just have work and nothing else to do, so I'm going to be filming a lot. I'm going to get started. So I'm also going to, instead of saying what I'm using, I'm going to just put like the thing on here as I'm using it so that I can just keep on going in with conversation for y'all, which I'm hopefully getting better at. I also washed all of my brushes yesterday, and I'm really excited about that because I need to do a better job at remembering to wash my brushes. It's probably really gross and why I have acne on my face as to, like, that's probably why, but. So I'm really excited about this palette because I've been waiting for it for a bit, and that is like the best color scheme of a palette I've seen in a while. Like that and the Strobe Cosmetics Creepy Cute are two of the palettes that I have seen kind of come up and I've gotten, and they seem to have like some of the most unique color schemes, and they'll probably get ignored. It seems at least that this one is getting enough attention, like the Meesha. I saw nobody talking about it, and then as of this last week I saw at least two other people. I'm excited because it looks really pretty and it looks really fun. I saw last night Lacey, aka Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, she did a review on it. She actually said the formulation is most like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, which like everybody hates except for me. So I'm excited because I actually really love that formula. And they also come with like an instruction thing on like how to use it. I'm going to partially follow it because I also have my own routines and stuff when it comes to my eye makeup. It says like to do your eyeshadow before you do your foundation and stuff, which is something that I generally do already because the foundation that I've been using has been really good, but it's also very oily. So I'm using that, and it also says to use a concealer instead of an eyeshadow primer. I'm not going to do that simply because like whenever I've used concealer instead of eyeshadow primer, it has always creased on my eyes. So instead what I'm going to do, I have my Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette here with me too, which I always use in conjunction with the Subculture palette, so I can kind of have a companion to this to set down my eyeshadow primer, and so that I can still use my eye primer without having to like have any issues with that. So I'm thinking that'll work out just fine. I'm not too concerned about it. So that's what I'm gonna start doing right now. I got worried because the thing is I forgot to check the shipping. That was like a couple extra bucks, and it was tracked instead of like just shipped. So my order had no tracking number on it, and I was really worried about it. You know, in my brain I was just like, well, what if this is the one time when everything goes wrong? Like, what if this is finally it? But it wasn't. And I was also really excited when I got it too, because usually there's like one guy at the mail center at my school who's like, he yelled at me kind of the last time I was there because I got a package shipped to the name Alex instead of Laura, which is the name on my account because that's my first name. He got mad at me over that, and I kind of didn't want to like see him. There was somebody else working there today. So I was able to get in and out and get this palette and have a happy and positive experience. Okay, now I'm dipping into one of the mattes here. Now I swatched a couple of the shadows just like with my finger, and the mattes didn't seem the most pigmented, but I figured something I can build. Okay, that one is a good one. Okay, so I can like always build it up if need be. And one of my roommates has kind of given me ideas for like what I could do with it for like color combinations. I feel like you could put literally any of these colors together from this palette and it would look good. I'm not too worried about like any look that I come out with looking ugly or anything like that, because I think it's all gonna look super great. They also recommend using the method that I always use with my eyeshadow, and that is just like putting on the pigment first and then blending it out. Like, I realize that most people don't do makeup like that, but that's how I do it. I'm thinking after I've used this for a bit, I'll do not quite a full review, but like a 3 looks 1 palette or something. So if you're excited by that idea, let me know. Okay, this one isn't coming up. That's probably too much. No. That is a reasonable amount of eyeshadow. Okay, so Cauldron is what I'm using right now, and I kind of have to pick it up a bit more. It's also Holy Week. One of my friends has also called it Goalie Week, so meeting all of your goals in your free time that you have from not having to go to class. So I am taking advantage of that. I'm gonna try and film like 3 videos this week instead of 2. After this, I'm gonna film an anti-haul, which I think might actually go up first. And I've never done one of those before, but I am very excited about it because I've always wanted to do one. I didn't want to like oversaturate the market or anything like that. This brush is coming apart as I'm using it. I feel like I should have done a cut crease with this. But where was I? Oh yeah, anti-hauls. Well, I've learned that most of my stuff on my anti-haul list is like palettes, but I guess that's understandable because to me that's one of the things that I find like most interesting and I buy the most of. So I guess that's kind of what would end up going on my list because that's what I pay attention to the most. I went on Trend Mood and found all of the things, just using the black shadow in here to deepen all that up. Okay, now I kind of see why these are like subculture shadows. Like, I'm having trouble kind of blending it in. I'm gonna try foiling the shimmer so that it can, I don't know, be a little bit more vibrant because it looks kind of like it's going away. Yeah, there we go. That I think is looking much better. Now let's blend that crease so it doesn't look so separate. Okay, that's looking much better. I think this is a cool color combination. I was considering doing like a monochromatic look with this, but I'm definitely happy that I'm using like multiple colors as opposed to just like sticking with like just purple or just green or just blue. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in and do my face now before I do my lower lash line. I'm also kind of wishing I had my nice fresh eyeliner pen with me. So I feel like I should explain what I'm saying right now. So over spring break, like right before I went all the way home, I went to Sephora and I bought a new Kat Von D incliner and Trooper because that is the black eyeliner that I live for, and I don't really use anything else or anything like that. I knew mine was running out or coming close to, so I just went to Sephora to go ahead and pick one up, right? And I didn't use it at all over a break because I was still using up the old one. And so I hadn't taken it out of the bag at all, not taken it out of the packaging, and then I promptly left it, wow, that's not a word, but I promptly left it at my parents' house in Virginia, 8 hours away. Fortunately, we are getting together for Easter Sunday, so all will be well. In that regard, I just have been without a more functional eyeliner pen. Also, I've been really loving this foundation. It's gonna show up in my March favorites, most likely. I know I've talked about this in other videos, but my skin has been super dry since I've moved to Jersey, which, well, not super duper dry, but like more on the dry side of combinations since I've moved to Jersey. Virginia was always like, you know, pretty warm, pretty humid, and now it's a lot colder. And this foundation is actually the one that I used in my Black Owned Makeup Brands challenge. It's a Shea Moisture foundation. And at the time it was like all right, but I felt like I had to set it a lot, you know, because it was very, very, very oily, and my skin obviously did not like that, but I kind of pulled it out because I was out of my LA Girl foundation. Now I'm back to loving it again. It's a little too dark for me, so I am gonna like bring it down my neck and all of that stuff. I also think that like once I actually go outside more, it'll be a bit better too, and it'll match my face better and match my neck better once I actually get sun on my body. I'm also almost out of my favorite concealer. I'm thinking of trying the new Makeup Revolution one. That one seems exciting to me. I tried out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer and I like it, but my Walgreens didn't have quite a shade light enough like this. The one I got matched my skin tone, which is pretty good, except I don't really use concealer to spot conceal or anything like that. Like, I've tried using it on like this part of my face. I would prefer something a little bit lighter. I know it comes in lighter shades because mine was like light to medium, and I know that like light exists. My Walgreens just didn't have it and didn't have a space for it. So I might go on for that, or I also might just get the new Makeup Revolution concealer that's supposed to be a dupe for the brand that shall not be named. Okay, my powder brush is not dry enough, so I'm gonna use a tinier brush just to set my under eye area. I didn't know this palette was coming in today, so I would have done my brush cleaning ever so slightly sooner last night, because they're still drying. And I really have to set my forehead with this foundation, but that's okay, because my forehead is my one oily spot, and the rest of my face is the part that looks the most dry usually. Lower lash line time. I don't think I want to use like a green. I want to mix it up a bit. Don't know what it'll be. I want to mix it up. I wish there was a matte purple shade, because I think that could go really cute. I don't know. I'm gonna build up the crease a little bit more because I just really want that green to pop. I feel like I might have overdone it with the black shade when I went in, or maybe it's also the fact that the glitter is kind of transferring. This is what it is really like getting ready with me. I just take forever to decide on what makeup I should be using. And I go back in between my face and my eyes and my lips and the things. I might be boring and frustrating, but at least I'm accurate. I think I'm gonna take at least a little bit of Dark Magic. And I'm gonna, oh, that's a lot. Also, I forgot to mention this, but this brand is cruelty-free. Yeah, I think that looks cute, and I'll put a little bit of the green back in the outer corner. I'm gonna definitely use eyeliner, but I think this looks good. Ooh, that is a pretty shade on the inner. There is green in this. There is green in this shadow. Heck yes. That's amazing. I thought it was just gonna be like a little white shadow. Then it wasn't. I'm excited all over again. This is amazing. Cool. This palette is cool. Let's see. It was Cauldron that I really kind of had to dig in to get any pigment out of the shades that I used, but otherwise this is A+ palette. I enjoy it. Now to line my lower lashes. I lost my eyeliner because I went through and like organized all of my makeup last night. And sometimes when you go through and organize your makeup, that means that you can't find any of it anymore. Yeah, sorry, I completely stopped talking there. I just literally cannot talk and do eyeliner at the same time. And it's Holy Week, and for Christians, for those of you who do not know, Holy Week is when Christians kind of, for me, it's a week where you kind of like walk with Jesus on his way to the cross in preparation for the resurrection. And I think a lot of us like to ignore this week and like not go to the services or anything like that. Like time constraints, of course, happen. But also, to me, Holy Week is really uncomfortable because nobody likes thinking about death. Everybody just wants the happiness on Easter Sunday. But to me, that's kind of why we have to go through Holy Week. I'm gonna get mildly preachy in this, but I also get mildly preachy in all videos where I actually talk about stuff instead of just talking about makeup. I think that's kind of like how life works, though. Humans are very uncomfortable about experiencing death and just like negative emotions in general. We don't want to do that. We just want the happy things in life. But I guess this is why I like Holy Week so much, is because like I'm a person who has like struggled with depression. I am also the happiest depressed person you'll ever meet, if that makes any amount of sense. To me, going through all of that and dealing with that has made me really appreciate the wonderful, awesome, cool moments in life so much better. It just kind of intensifies the happy things in life. And so for me, that's what Holy Week is like too, and that's why for me I can't ignore, you know, Good Friday. I always like try and go to some sort of like Good Friday thing, and I always get super emotional. Like, we do chapel 3 times a week. Here, we don't do it this week, but other weeks we do. And this last Thursday, my professor led chapel that was basically on the Stations of the Cross and literally following Jesus all the way to his death. I already am an emotional wreck on like the days leading up to Holy Week, because to me, like, those services are extremely powerful. And the chosen song for everyone to sing was "Were You There When They Crucified My Lord?" aka one of the, like, to me, that's also one of the most emotion-evoking songs out of the entire United Methodist hymnal. So, you know, good choice on that one for making me cry. I also felt as though that's something that we kind of have to experience to a certain extent to experience the joy of the resurrection. And even if you're not Christian, because I'm not trying to be preachy, I'm just more talking about this because this is what's relevant to me right now. To experience the happy stuff in life, you have to kind of lean into the pain and lean into the suffering and accept that that's just gonna be kind of a part of life, and not be afraid to hurt, because joy involves being vulnerable, being happy involves being more vulnerable. So I think that's something that we as human beings should open ourselves up to, because yeah, when you open up you could get hurt, but you could also experience some of the best things in the entire world. Forgot to bring any lipstick over, so I'm just gonna cut that part right there and go find myself a lipstick. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed my preachy part of my get ready with me. I think that should just be a thing that I do, get ready with me's with preachy part. So I've come up with 2 lip options. Actually, I think I'm gonna lean more towards this one as opposed to the brighter one. 2 of the lip lingeries. I haven't used these in like a bit. I know I really like the formula, but sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't wear as well, but I'm not actually doing anything other than filming this evening, so I'm just gonna go with that, and yeah. Okay, so this is my finished look. I hope you like it, and let me know if you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette or something, or more like a 3 million looks 1 palette with this, because it is so gosh darn gorgeous. It is beautiful. So let me know what you want to see, review, swatches, tutorial, all of the above, whatever, with this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you on my next one. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye!